All right, welcome back to Mr. Potter's music class. This is our third video in the series of Create Your Own Instrument. We made one for our clarinet, which if you haven't gone and seen that, go check out our channel. It's on there. We were inspired by Mr. Lindsay Polak on that one. And then there's also one for the ladder ball instrument that we made out of a broken piece of pipe that we found laying around because we didn't have a carrot. So we started with that, then we moved to the carrot, and I realized the one video I hadn't made was the first instrument I had ever made, and that's the one-string diddley bow, which looks like this. And we were inspired by somebody named Seasick Steve, who plays the one-string diddley bow. If you haven't seen him, you should go check him out as well. If you haven't seen Mr. Lindsay Polak's TED Talk, you should go check that out. I'll put some links down in the description so you can see that. And I've got pre-K here with me today helping make this video. Y'all say hi. Hi. They're going to join us in just a minute with some tips on music. So let's see what we made this out of. Now we follow the same guidelines. There's 4. No cost, no mess, be safe, be creative. After that, the sky's the limit. That's how we do our Create Your Own Instrument project. So I followed the same guidelines. No cost, no mess, be safe, and be creative. So no cost, this is what I made it out of, and I found a piece of wood. That's where I started. And then we'll just start on one end and I'll show you how I made it. So this side does have tuners from a guitar. I found a guitar that was broken in half and somebody had left behind. So I started there, and that's got the string on it, and if I want to tune it to a specific note, I can. The other way I can do that is using this metal piece of conduit or pipe that I can slide back and forth if I want to, like this. It's loose, and so I can change the notes that way also. Going to the other end, my bridge is actually made out of a doorstop, and I use this as a whammy bar. I can pull it up and down to tighten and loosen the strings, and then I anchored it with a screw and a washer. And then let's talk about the electrical part. Now this may not be safe for kids to do, but if you get your parents' help, maybe you could. I put a piece of wood here to raise the string above this, which is called the pickup. I got this out of my old electric guitar. It was a Samick Radio 10. And this is called a pickup. What it is actually magnets and wires that turns this metal string going through the magnetic field and the sound energy into electrical energy. So what I did is I soldered on a jack and I tied it into this distortion pedal. Now this is a guitar pedal that would make a certain effect. It didn't work very well, so I took this whole thing apart and rewired it as well. And here's the fun part. This is what makes it sound like what it sounds like. There's little things called clipping diodes that make things sound distorted like an electric guitar. And I took one of the clipping diodes out and put a light emitting diode, or LED. Have you ever heard of an LED? No. It just means, you haven't, but now you have. It's a light emitting diode. So this is actually what gives it its unique sound. So what's happening is I'm turning mechanical energy into sound energy, which is going through magnetic and then electric energy. And then that energy is turning into light energy, and what's left is being turned back into sound energy. So basically I'm taking sound, turning half of it into light, and then turning the rest back into sound. All right, do y'all want to hear what this sounds like? Class, do y'all want to hear what it sounds like? Yeah, all right, thank you for being respectful. Now what did we learn, class, about sound? The longer the what? The longer the lower, the shorter the higher. That's right, and that's where this comes in. This is our slide. It's a busted up old microphone that doesn't work, but what it does is it stops the vibration wherever it is on the string, and so as I shorten it, it gets higher, and as I lengthen it, it gets lower, just like this. The longer the what, class? Lower. The lower. The shorter the higher. And that's how it works, just like a slide guitar. But that's not the fun part. The fun part is when we hit this button. Y'all ready, class? Yeah. All right, we'll tell you what. Let's play this out and we'll make it fun. And if you want to make your own instrument, get out there and try it. I didn't think I could do this. It literally took me like 10 minutes once I sat down. Same thing with the clarinet, the same thing with the other one. So let's play ourselves out, and I want you to be inspired to create your own instrument. All right, here we go. All right, what do you think, class?
Good.
Woo! Rock and roll. Okay, so get out there, be creative, and try something new.